Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Truth Seeking with Veronica. That's me. Grand hope to you all. I hope you guys are having a great day today. And I am coming to you to give you some information. So if you like to take notes or download the transcript, be my guest. I also want to thank everyone for watching my videos and also liking them. I appreciate you in advance. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, this is going to be a part 3 of from my last video. And what I wanted to discuss is who is or are sun gods. SUNGODS. Little g. Sun gods. And after I've done some research, and I love to research, I found out that, well, I've always known this because I've always been fascinated with mythology, growing up, I've always have been. Also, superheroes, things like that. So I've always just been one of these little researchers when it comes to that. So I did find out that there's Greek mythology, Roman, Norse, Shinto, Egyptian, Hindu, Mayan, Muisca, Inca, Brazilian, Aztec, Celtic, Baltic, Slavic, and I can go on and on. And these are the different sun, little g gods all around the world. So, and I also encourage you to go and look up symbols to the sun gods, because you may have a symbol on your house and innocently not knowing. So go and look up, what the symbols are for some of these sun gods. You will be blown away. So what I'm going to do, I went into Wikipedia, and Wikipedia just named a whole lot of different sun, little g gods. And I'm just going to name some of them because I can't name them all. There's so many, okay? So if I enunciate any of these wrong, please suppress your critical spirit. Thank you. So the first one is Helios, the Greek sun god who personified the sun and drove a chariot across the sky each day to create day and night. He was also associated with truthfulness and sight. In Roman mythology, Helios was worshipped as Sol, S-O-L, and the Roman Empire late created a cult for him called Sol Invictus. Invictus. Next one is Apollo. I know all of us heard of Apollo. We've seen cartoons. We've probably, in our English lit in school. The Greek god of light and justice, who was often associated with Helios. He was originally known for other things such as music, poetry, and agriculture. Then we have Sol, S-O-L, the Norse sun goddess. We have Amaterasu, Amaterasu, the prominent sun goddess in Japanese religion of Shinto, who is said to be the ancestor of the Japanese emperors. We have Ra. Please excuse my dog. Let him get his bark on. We have Ra. A lot of us are familiar with Ra, the Egyptian sun god, According to world history, he is one of the oldest deities in the Egyptian pantheon. Let's see, I also got that from worldhistory.org. So I kind of go all the way around, but most of this information came from Wikipedia. Inti, I know a lot of you have heard of that. Name, Inti, that's the god of the sun. Surya, Surya, the Hindu sun god with temples in many parts of India, including the Konark Sun Temple, a World Heritage Site in Orissa. There's others. Hermira, that's the Greek goddess of day. Eos, Eos, the Greek goddess of dawn. We have Electron, Electryone, the Greek goddess of sunrise. We have Annie, Aine, the Irish goddess associated with the sun, summer, wealth, and love. Solis Minerva, the Roman goddess associated with sight, and the Latin word sol, S-O-L, meaning sun. So I just want you guys to go and kind of look that up and just know that it's been around forever, as far as worshiping of the sun. So I want to read a chapter from the book of Revelation, chapter 22, only verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. And in the book of Deuteronomy, we can look at chapter 4, verses 16 through 19, and I want to read that. And this is Moses speaking. Verse 16, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. At least thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided into all nations under the whole heaven. And then in Deuteronomy 17, verse 3, Moses speaking still, that's his book there, and have gone and served other gods and worshipped them, either the sun or moon or any of the hosts of heaven, which I have not commanded. So please go back and read Moses' plight with y'all's people in the book of Deuteronomy. It also, carries on in some of the stories in the book of Numbers. And I always, when I read Moses' plight, I'm like, I wonder if I would have struck that rock like Moses did in Numbers instead of speaking to it, because I could just sense the frustration that he had for y'all's people, for his people. So let's see. So I want to say, so now if you looked up the Hebrew word for sun, it is Shemesh, and it's referred to as the sun deity, moon deity, and other celestial bodies. Just some food for thought. Just something. I'm just giving you something to kind of just, go and research on your own, and find out if this is truth or not. I always seek the word. Be like the Bereans. Go and look, seek behind what I say. Look it up in the word for yourself. So I also research, and I did a lot of research. I was really trying to find this. So I researched where in the Bible does the Sabbath change to Sunday. And so I couldn't find anything. I went to, I think it's enunciatedquaria.com, Quara.com. And the answer was, they stated, great question. The unquestionable answer is that there is no such text. So I said, that is very interesting. So when you look at Wikipedia, they are also called solar deity or sun deity. Is a deity who represents the sun or an aspect thereof. Such deities are usually associated with power, strength. Solar deities and sun worship can be found throughout most of recorded history in various forms. And I think I had said that and mentioned that in a recent video. And also, I looked in Wikipedia. I love to research, guys. I just don't like to bogart you guys with a lot of research. I probably introduce 15, 20 minutes of, what I am led by the Holy Spirit to give. But I'll probably have 3 or 4 sheets of things that I've written out. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that, and write it down just for future reference, because I believe that when the Holy Spirit gives you something, it's not just always that. It's other things that you would maybe go to in the future, and you can pull that up and say, I remember when the Holy Spirit showed me that. So to say that, I looked up Wikipedia. And I wanted to learn a little bit more, although I've read it over and over again, about Constantine's edict. And so I looked it up, and I just wanted to give you guys some information and what it was. So it says, it's really a tolerance for Christian religion is what, Constantine's edict was. In 321 AD, Constantine required public rest from work on Sundays, except for farmers, and he called Sunday the day of the sun, S-U-N. Okay? So he was the first Christian in period. So I have some more information that I want to cover, but I wanted to make this video short. I've had a long day, a good day, no complaints. Happy Friday to you guys. So I just wanted to repeat that pretty much everything that I covered and went over today is just going back to Exodus 20, the first and second of the 10 Commandments. And we know that, you should have no other gods before me. And in the second, y'all is against idolatry. So just go and do a little research. And I'm thinking next time I come on, I have something really good to expound on as far as Constantine's edict. Okay? For today's time on what's going on. Okay, so until next time, bless you. I love you much. And happy Sabbath to you, Veronica.